Hello YouTube, welcome to the midway point in the 1958 F1 Challenge Let's Play. Today is the old Spa-Francorchamps circuit before it was redone. It's actually a lot larger than the current circuit, and this is the standings. We have the Van Walls absolutely dominating, with the Coopers not far behind. I am closing on my teammate Graham Hill. I'm only 1 point behind him, so hopefully this race we can change something there and get a good result here. So yeah, that's the constructor standings. So let's go to qualifying. So here we are at the start of the 3-lap Belgian Grand Prix. I qualified 9th. I'm just gonna make sure that I have enough fuel for the race. So yeah, let's get this started. And the flag's down and away we go. We have a good start off the line, but this is going to be a tight squeeze here in Eau Rouge. I don't want to do anything stupid. Eau Rouge is a very easy corner to get wrong, especially when you're at racing speed here. As we have a Ferrari, a Cooper and a Van Wall in front of us. No, there's no Cooper there. He's gone. That has happened every race in the first corner. Someone's decided to just go off the first corner of every race thus far this season. And we are trying to stay behind Tony Brooks and Sterling Moss. Sorry, Sterling Moss, and I'm guessing it's Mike Hawthorn up the front. Tony Brooks is behind us. Of course, Mike Hawthorn isn't doing very well this season. Oh, and he's going to continue not doing very well, because off he goes as we close in on Sterling Moss here at the very, very, very long straight here. I'm sorry, I have no idea what the name of half the corners are. As we go past some villages there. Hey everyone, just casually having a race. Sorry if we crash in any. But of course that was how it was back then in the 50s. Absolutely no regards for safety. You just got in the car, put on your leather cap, and off you went. And off we are going around this corner. We do have a slight bit of lag, and I think it has to do with all the trees. And Matt Sterling Moss has gone all the way around the inside of us, and we're going to have to try and take that position back. This is a mainly foot to the floor track. I reckon about 80% of the lap the foot is flat to the floor, so it is a fast track. And these lag spikes are getting really bad. I'm going to have to figure out something there. Maybe tweak the settings a bit, make it a bit easier to film. But I digress. We are trying to hunt down Sterling Moss, but he's gradually pulling away here. He's obviously got the faster car and the better setup. I tried to tweak my setup to make it faster, but so far I haven't had. I don't have a very fast car, so it's very hard to sort of get a good top speed on this thing. But yeah, this straight seems to be going forever. There's no end to this straight. We're just going to be driving straight. No, there is a corner there, and Sterling Moss is going off into the distance. His green car blending into the surroundings as we go around this corner here with all the billboards up there and the flags. Some really beautiful scenery here in Spa-Francorchamps. Of course, this is the original track, about twice the length of the current track. Spa's always been a very long Formula 1 race, and it's been that way from the very beginning. So I believe the changes were made due to safety concerns. This track wasn't very safe at the time, as it used to go through villages and stuff, so they had to rebuild it into a more permanent race facility as opposed to just using roads. But I think it uses some roads and some purpose-built track. I'm not sure exactly the history, but as you can see in the 50s it was just townhouses after townhouses. And I can't really speak about much else because there's nothing really else to speak about here. We are well ahead of Mike Hawthorn, who's gotten back into contention here, and we are well behind Sterling Moss. We are in no man's land here. We're racing on our own. And I think we're approaching the final corners here of the lap. As we brake hard for this corner, this is the only major braking zone in the entire course. As we go downhill, and Mike Hawthorne is caught right up to us. He's right behind us now. Say goodbye to that buffer, but we've got to keep him behind us. We've got to be careful here in Eau Rouge. Lack of grip makes it hard to go through that. You can't go foot to the floor like you can in Formula 1 cars today. Although I don't know how the 2014 cars would fare, because they've got a lot less grip than 2013 cars. But anyway, we've got Mike Hawthorne, and I believe we have someone else there as well, who's decided to join the party. And wow, Stirling Moss is absolutely balls it. He is gone. Don't get him catching him. So far I'm second position, so I'm still on the podium. That's a good thing. But I just got to keep Mike Hawthorne behind me. Sorry, I'm sort of drinking a frozen Coke. So we put plenty of fuel in, which is good. But Mike Hawthorne's going to get the jump on us here on the long straight. Ferrari's I think got very good straight line speed in this season. Pretty much every car has better straight line speed than me, except for I suppose the BRM and I don't know. I don't think Cooper is as good on a straight line, but he might just fuck up again. Yeah, he just balls it again. He seems to be very clumsy, that driver. Like, he can get in on the pole position, and then in the first corner, or the first couple of corners, he balls it. So I don't know if that's just, you know, programming or I don't know how that works, but yeah. I mean, for now at least, we're safe in second place, and I don't think we're going to be catching Stirling Moss. He's long gone. If I had to hazard a guess, I would say he's the favourite for the championship at the moment. You go past the little townhouses. It's a very long straight indeed, this one. The problem is, if you lose it, you would basically be dead. We were pulling away from Mike Hawthorne, but it seems that long straight has given Mike some rebound there. Hopefully we can hold on for this last lap coming up and get another podium to continue this good form. But unfortunately, so far a win has eluded us, and that will be my goal, hopefully, to get a win before the end of the season. It would be nice to start my first year in Formula 1 with a win under my belt. And there's a yellow car parked off to the side there. It's BRM, isn't it? All I know is that it uses a Ferrari engine. That's all I know. Yeah, sorry about the silence. There's nothing much happening. As I said before, I'm in no man's land, and it's all about just, I guess, waiting for the finish line. It's part of the reason also why I made these races shorter, because I just can't commentate forever and ever and ever and ever when there's nothing really much happening. So, yeah, brake hard for the final corner here, and we line ourselves up for the final lap of the Belgian Grand Prix in F1 1958 Challenge. And Mike Hawthorne is slowly catching us, so he might catch us towards the end of this lap. Hopefully not. I would like a second place, but of course I'd like a win a lot more than that. But it looks like today Stirling Moss is the winner, and if I was a betting man, I would put my money on Stirling Moss to win the championship in this race. But of course, in Formula 1, anything can change, and it can change quickly. This is one of the few corners where you let go of the throttle a bit. And we've got Tony Brooks behind us now. It's overtaken Michael and he's flying. Looks like he's going to challenge us to second place. This could get exciting as we are on the final lap of the race here. It's a very long track, so not many laps needed to do here. But it's okay, we're breaking away a little bit now. Tony Brooks, I think, is in the Cooper, and I do believe we had better straight line speed than the Cooper. I don't know that. We'll certainly find that out here. No, he is gaining on us. He's half a second behind us now. And I'm struggling to... Oh no, he's in a Van Wall. Well, that makes my situation a whole lot worse. Van Wall's certainly the best car on the field. And if I do well enough in the season, maybe I will move to Van Wall for next season. But at the moment we're keeping Tony Brooks at bay. He seems to get close and we seem to be able to fight back. So I don't know quite why that's happening, but you know, maybe he's better around the corners than we are. By the looks of things, his car can take those corners a lot faster than mine can. So I might have a better gear ratio set up, but he is drafting me and he's having a look. He's having a look and I can see him there in the mirror. And he is just a tad faster than me through this straight. And it'll be a question now of whether he can get in front of me before the line or not. As to who will get this second place, but it is almost guaranteed that I'm going to get a podium at this point, barring some catastrophic event like an engine failure, as he dances on, through on my inside there. That Van Wall is quite quick, but I think I've got a better setup in this car, so maybe I can take this place back as we're side by side here in Spa, going around the final bends on the final lap. Van Wall versus Lotus, Brooks versus Maxim, as we have Lewis Evans behind us, and we pass that stricken VRM, I believe it is. And I'm just trying to line myself up for a good draft so that I can get past him just as we approach the final corner, because the start-finish line is not long after that, so it will just be about braking well and getting a good run off that corner to keep my second place intact as we round the final few corners here. And Lewis Evans is also in the mix there. Caught up really well there. I don't know if there was any accidents behind us, but I'm sure we'll see in the final standings as we get ready to brake for the final corner. The timing here will be crucial. Sterling Moss wins the race, and Tony Brooks has gone around our outside and has taken off to take our second place, but Lewis Evans is right behind us too. We have to make sure that he doesn't get our spot, so I'm weaving left and right, and we've come third. That was close right up to the end there, but Sterling Moss has won the Grand Prix today. Well, that was exciting towards the end there. I would have thought it was an easy second place, but Formula 1, anything can change quickly, as is the custom. So there's the final standings. We had a lot more finishes than I thought we did. Here's the Drivers' Championship standings. We are now 4th. We've moved ahead of the Coopers and are right behind the Van Walls for the championship. Lotus is 3rd. And so the next race will be the French Grand Prix in Reims. So hopefully you guys will tune in then. So thank you, and I'll see you next time.